Hey, good morning.
Good morning, Julia. Week number 34.
Hey, it's been a while. I missed you.
Yeah, 2 weeks we were not on.
I know it's been a while. I've had some stuff happening in my life, so I apologize for not being on for the last couple of weeks. But I was busy with my sick mom, and she passed away on the 20th
Yeah.
of October. So I kind of was not able to go on and go live because I would have just break down and cried. So
I know. I know. So hopefully today you'll be able to get through the
I'm I'm
show.
I'm hoping I'm not gonna burst out into tears if we don't talk too much about my mom. I'll be all right.
Yeah. And if you do, well, we'll just understand. Yeah,
All right.
it's been a rough couple of weeks, but we're
It's
back and
been Yeah, it's been a rough couple of weeks for sure in many ways. I needed this Monday morning motivation today, so I'm pretty psyched. I'm happy that the fall things have been kind of put behind.
oh, you're frozen. Oh, we've frozen here. Let me see what we can do.
Okay, I think we're back. Oh my gosh. What the heck this morning?
What a morning. Yeah.
Okay. So I
So we,
apologize for the technical difficulties. My internet just decided to plummet and die on me. So taking this show with it.
so
Okay,
basically we what had 6 hours, 6 minutes of nothing.
blank. Yes.
Like, oh well. Now we're back. Let's hope that we stay back.
Hopefully. Okay, so we have a good show today. So as I was saying, we left all the dead stuff and the fall behind us, and now we're
Yep.
entering the happy season. I've brought my mug out, my
Oh my
little
goodness.
my little
Wow. I'm
snowman.
oh, I did get this for Christmas from my son a couple of years ago. So this is a
Oh, there
Christmas present. I guess that counts.
it does. But so we're going to be talking to Barb from Mrs. B's, who's all ready for the Christmas season.
Just 1 second.
Ah, there you go.
We did take out a few things yesterday. Like what I start doing November the 1st, I start bringing snowman things out bit by bit.
Hmm.
But as much as I would love to put the tree up, and I thought about it yesterday, I still can't do it till after November 11th. So November 12th, I'll have the tree up.
There you go. I haven't done mine either. I was gonna do it too, but my house is full of stuff now that I had to go and get my mom's stuff, and I don't know where to put anything, so I don't have room for
Yeah.
the tree right now. I'm trying to offload a few things first, but
Yeah. Oh
all
well.
right. So let's bring Barb, and she can tell us all about her store and Christmas. All right,
Hey
let me just
guys.
put us
Hi,
like this.
Barb.
Hi.
So basically, Barb is Mrs. B's Gifts and Home Decor. This is the owner, and the reason we brought her on, I just want to give a little bit about our Santa draw. And that Barb is the first one that has signed on to our Santa Says Shop, Eat, Spend, Enjoy Local, where we have a bunch of stores that you can visit, and every time you visit, you get a chance to win $200 cash every time you make a purchase. Barb, you're the first person to sign on this year. Congratulations.
There you go.
So,
Good.
so we do this every year. It's a very popular contest, and usually your store is like we get so many ballots from your store.
That's true.
Yeah, we
We get
do.
buried in ballots. So it's yeah, it's a
But it's
cool
funny,
contest.
we don't stack the ballot box that way either, though. Like not always somebody wins that shopped at our store, but that's good.
Yeah, well, because we tried to make it fair for everybody who's jumping on board, because the store gets also his money back,
Of
right?
course.
They get their money back for the advertising. So we try to make it fair for everyone, and we draw a few names from each big bag, and then we draw the winner. But so this year is going to be a little different because of COVID.
Wow.
Um,
Mhm.
we're going to be doing instead of ballots, we're going to be doing register your purchase online, and then people can get their chance to win that way.
So yeah, and if apparently some people may not have computers, like, so if you don't, you just call us and we'll do it for you. It's just so that we don't have to have all the store owners sanitizing pens and all that stuff, trying to make it easier on you guys. So Barb, you're all ready for Christmas?
Pretty much, at least the store is. So yeah, we've been working hard on getting that out in the last couple of months. Actually, it starts arriving in July all the time anyway, and so we usually hide it in the basement. But this year we decided to put it out as it came in. So we've
Mhm.
been putting Christmas out for well since mid July.
Wow.
Gradually, from a small corner over to almost a third of the store now is Christmas. So it looks really
Wow.
cool. Looks festive.
It does. So do you have everything just in your Christmas part, or do you have it throughout the store?
Most of it we keep in the what we call the seasonal side of the store. So 1/3
Yeah.
of the store is seasonal. So that side is basically where you find the Christmas products.
Mhm.
But I mean, throughout the store, the items that you can give are definitely not don't have to be Christmas. So when you're looking for gifts, you look throughout the whole store. As far as decor goes, so in the Christmas side, it's all in one area. Yeah, so definitely your snowman or Santas or whatever it is,
Do you have
wreaths.
gnomes?
We have a few gnomes.
Oh,
Yes,
I've
that's
started a collection of gnomes last year, so I'm gonna
yeah,
go and buy
that's
one.
starting to take off. This year is a little bit more, and yeah, it's actually they're
They're
cute.
cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. Well,
Mhm.
I'm right into garden gnomes, and I know you have some of that stuff too. So, but I know the gnomes you're looking at, Julia, with the big pointy hats.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
and you
ones I sent you a picture
can't see their
yesterday.
faces, just a nose
Yeah.
usually, and yeah, big long beards and really cute.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they're
Yeah,
so cute.
there.
So I want to stress to our viewers how important more than ever this year it is to go and shop local. So COVID has hit our little stores, like our mom and pop shops, so hard this year that like we're trying to make a wave of people going to buy in local gift shops like yours. Um, how has it changed? How has COVID changed your retail business?
Well, financially, it's a big hit. So because you're closed for several weeks earlier in the year, so that you'll never recoup. I mean, no matter how good you are, you'll never get that back. You can't sell 7 weeks in the last part of the year. Going forward, we have to limit the number of bodies we put in the store. So we cannot have, sometimes we'll have 50 people in the store here on a normal Saturday afternoon. We can't do that this year. It's not safe for one thing. Also, the health unit doesn't want you to have that many bodies, which is fine. If we could keep everybody 6 feet apart all the time and they moved around like a chain, then sure, we could put in more
Mhm.
people. But we don't tend to pay attention to the people around us, and people don't move that way. So anyway, we max out around 20, 25 people. And so then we will have to lock the door, wait till some people leave, and then let more people in. Having said that, then of course the cold weather is going to get here, and so that's affected our business quite a bit as to how many people we can put in. That means that we will be down. We suspect down in sales about 30 to 40% in November and December.
Wow.
It's a big hit.
Hmm.
And in retail, November and December carries you for March, April, yeah, well, somewhere into March and April. So for 4 months of the year, you're relying on those Christmas sales. So there's going to
Hmm.
be a lot of stores that will be hurting come the new year. They'll find out where they're at, and that's going to be something to kind of look at. Yeah.
So you're really, really relying on this Christmas season to try and keep you going for a while.
More than any
Mm,
other time. Yeah,
y-
this one will be the one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
Have you noticed like how are your online sales? Has that increased a bit?
Uh, so yes, online sales have increased. Online, I want to call it online looking has increased. So I can check as to how many hits we get on our website, what they're looking for,
Hmm.
that kind of thing. So people are definitely going online and searching.
Hmm.
What they don't understand is it takes about 15 minutes to put an item online. So to put all of our seasonal stuff, let's say online, that would take us about 3 weeks full time, maybe even longer, to put all that stuff online.
Wow.
So to pay somebody for 3 weeks to put all that online, and then it disappears within about 10 to 12 weeks,
Hmm.
isn't worth it financially. So we can't possibly put all that stuff. So we tend to put the things that we carry year round, things that we can get almost always, and pretty much things that is on the website is available in the store. So we have an inventory control system.
Hmm.
So chances are pretty good that if you see it on the website, we still have it.
Okay.
But seasonally, I'll have to rely on putting pictures on Facebook and just group pictures as opposed to individual items.
Yes, Denise says it, this is why it's so important to shop local this Christmas, and yes, that's exactly what we were telling people just now. We were saying that we're trying to do a call out more than ever of shop local this year to try and help. Like I would challenge everybody to actually buy all their gifts from local stores. Like
Yeah.
that would be really cool if everybody could buy all their gifts from local stores. I
If
mean, it's
if I
unrealistic.
can, yeah, if I can just add to that.
Yeah.
So what happens is people go online and they see millions and millions of items that are available online. And so then they come into the store and they're looking for that one thing that they've now narrowed it down to. Chances are no store is going to have that item or have, that one in a million item.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that you have to be a little bit more open to getting other things or just look for other things. And we have 42,000 SKUs. We have 42,000 different items in the store.
Hmm.
Sure,
Wow.
I could order a lot more, but you got to guess which ones you think are going to sell. What's the most asked for? So I think people have to be a little bit more, open. They'll come in and they'll have very specific things. They want, say, mom loves cats, so they need a cat that's, a tabby that has blue eyes, that has, whatever. So that they're very, very specific, and so I think they have to just be a little bit more, as I say, more adjusting to what they're looking for.
So this year, if
So
it's not a tabby, just take
Yeah.
it anyways.
Well,
Or if you can't find the beagle, just get
that's
a
it.
border collie or
That was
something.
just an example. Mhm.
and
Yeah.
and if you can't find that mug tree with that, that red and black butcher block, I think
Yeah,
butcher block pattern on the base, you got to maybe go with
yeah,
something else. Yeah.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and it helps everyone. Like I mean, um I know a lot of people that survived because of the CERB or curb. What do you call it? Is it curb or CERB?
I think
Like
it's
I say CERB, but
is it
Sure.
curb.
syrup?
I don't
Yes.
know. Anyways, there's a lot of people that got a lot of money from that system.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, take some of that money and reinvest it into your local merchants. Um, yes, it might cost you a little bit more, because it's not. Last year, I did a test, Barb, and I was looking at your candles compared to other people's candles online, and yours were cheaper than a lot of the retailers online, like Amazon and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, just support your local business. Go and you know dish out a little bit more money and help your community. In the long run, everybody benefits.
Hmm.
Exactly. Now you do have something interesting going on. It's called BYOB,
Oh, yes.
and no, it's not bring your own booze to bar,
No.
but explain that a little bit. The BYOB that you started.
Okay, so because of those shortcomings that we can't allow a lot of people in the store, we couldn't do ladies' night this year. We couldn't do Christmas open house. We can't do anything that makes a crowd. So in order to get a flow of customers and be more conscious about how many people we can serve, and we have a shortage, not a shortage of staff, but we have only so many staff, and I have to put extra staff on all day long just to go around wiping and going
Mm-hmm.
around, doing all the cleaning and making sure that, all these things are happening that need to happen. So we don't have a lot of extra staff to put on in the evenings. So what we've done is BYOB is bring your own bubble, or if you want to call it book your own bubble. You have some time that you can book before or after we're open. And you have to book ahead though, because I do have to schedule that for people to work. So you schedule that time, and it could be one person up to say 10 people in your own circle, in your own bubble. As the bubble gets tighter, with the health units and whatever telling us that we should be more careful, Our rules have become more adjusted to, don't come in the same cars, come in separate cars if you don't live together. There's different things that we want to keep people safe. So we still don't want to create that problem where we can say, oh my gosh, we just made an outbreak. So we're definitely trying to keep everybody as safe as possible. So we ask now that you come in separate vehicles if you don't live together. And you can meet here at the store, and you'll be only shopping within your own bubble. So you'll feel safer. I have a few people who are elderly, who are immune compromised. They don't want to be out and about with crowds or with other people, and they've booked a one-on-one session, and that's fine if it's just one person, but I do need to know ahead of time. So you just can't call today and ask to come in tomorrow. But definitely the BYOB is catching on. Different stores have asked me if they can use that idea. By all means, go for it. It's nothing, I don't own that right to it. Definitely it's a good idea, I think, for a lot of different businesses, not just retail.
It's been really great to see how businesses are all working together now. They're kind of like, we're all in this together. So that's the mentality that's come out of this, and people are actually promoting each other, helping each other, and not seeing so much as competing. It's like everybody needs, the help.
We've always sent people, if we don't have it, we've always tried to send you where we think you might have it. Sometimes we'll call ahead and see if they've got it. So yeah, it's definitely, it doesn't hurt.
Yep.
Oh, Esther Bell, we have a comment. We need to support our local small businesses. Love what Barb has in her stores. Prices to suit every budget.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Esther.
And we have Mark here that says, good morning. Good morning, Mark. Haven't seen you in a few weeks. Glad you're watching. So, okay. So anyways, our contest is going to be starting on November 22nd, right?
Yeah. You have until November 22nd to come on board, and that's when we're going to start. We had looked at December 1st, but this gives an extra week or so for people to come. So you have a whole month of shopping to enter the draw.
Yep. So we're going to have different retailers. You can shop over there, and then you will get a code to go register your purchase, and then you'll be entered into our draw, which is going to be a draw for $200 cold hard cash.
And then the store, and also the store that it's drawn from, will get their advertising for free, like we do every year. But it's all.
So really, it's a three for one win-win-win situation where you're helping, you're getting your shopping done for Christmas, you're getting a chance to win $200, and then you're giving a chance to the store where you're shopping at to get their money back in advertising. So win-win-win.
Yeah, and shopping local, that's most important. Barb, did you have any items that you wanted to show us, or?
Sure. I brought in some things that I thought maybe you guys might be interested in. We have a new line of, it's not new to the industry, it's just new to us. So we have a new line of socks. They're really nice and soft. They look really kind of cuddly. Ooh. I don't know if you can see the pattern. We're starting to put them on the website. We're just entering this product now, so it just came in. So they're really nice and thick and cuddly. And then on the bottom, they have rubberized writing of the brand, but when you don't slip whenever you're walking. So those are really kind of cool. They also make a long version.
Oh, there's the pattern I'm looking for.
You're looking for that pattern. There you go.
I'm looking for that pattern this year.
Yeah, so we have the new socks. We have new jewelry for Christmas, new earrings. So
cute.
These are the regular that we do carry, and then they have a Christmas version. So we have quite a few of those.
Nice.
We always have lots of ornaments. So the ornaments, this one obviously dog.
Oh.
And a cat. We have a cute little, there you go, little cat. And very popular all the time, candles, of course. So some people are familiar with Yankee Candle. They stopped shipping to Canada this year, which nothing to do with COVID. They made that decision, I guess, late last year. And we found out in January when we went to restock. So Yankee Candle is no longer shipping to Canada to any retailers. So definitely something that you can keep in mind. But we've come up with we had some companies that we dealt with, and we've just increased that product. We have one right now. It's called Crossroads. So this particular jar has 2 wicks in it, burns really nice. So it's definitely smells really good. You guys can't smell it, but it would be
No.
it would be good if we could be great if we could send smell.
Scratch and sniff your screen.
That'll probably come when I'm like 75. So then we have this little guy. He is adorable. I don't know if you can see him well. Here we go.
Yeah, we can now.
He has a flame that flickers, and it is wax. It's all carved wax. And he has a battery operated unit inside, and the flame flickers. Of course, cardinals are big this year. So definitely nice item.
I just had one in my bird feeder this morning. It's just gorgeous.
Aren't they nice?
Well, doesn't it mean that it's somebody from, who's passed away coming to visit?
People feel that way, yeah, that a cardinal is somebody from visiting you from heaven.
Yeah. That's
really?
What it is.
Yeah. So
I saw one last week on my hike.
There you go. Yeah. So you
just that made my day.
How was your mom?
I don't know if I believe the sentiment exactly, but I do believe that at least it makes you think of those that you're missing, and I think that's not a bad thing. So I just definitely think that's a good thing. So cardinals are big. Cardinals have been big for a few years now, and very much so. So we have lots of masks that we've been selling over the past year.
Yeah, I got a nice black tight one from you guys.
Good. So this year, this season, I guess you could say, we have, there you go.
There's your pattern.
We have some Christmas masks. So the Christmas masks are great. And I like the winter patterns so that you can wear them probably all winter. We have some for kids as well, the kids ones. This one is a 3-ply, really a nice mask. And then I managed to get my hands on some made in Canada masks, which are difficult to come by. This is a dress shirt manufacturer that switched over to making masks. So they don't have Christmas patterns, but they have it's a really good quality. I've been wearing one, actually 2 of different ones I've been mixing back and forth from. So those are great. A tight woven cotton. First Christmas together, if anybody got married or got together, all kinds of different ornaments, tons of ornaments, mom, dad, sister, brother. We always sell out of certain ones early, so if you need a specific one, come in early. We have wax that's made for us. They put our brand on it. It is made in Ontario. So this is soy, and you can see it's like little ice cube tray. You pop one out and put it into your melter. This one's balsam and cedar. Smells really, really nice.
I was just gonna say, do you have balsam and cedar? That's my favorite.
Yeah. So we have some at the moment, and then we have things like wind chimes, which I'm not going to bring into my office here. We have wind chimes. We have lots of different cards, and we have paintings and big wreaths and floor mats and flags. But we got into this particular line of product called the Naked Bee.
That's what it is.
Yeah, the Naked Bee. And this one in particular is lavender. It has a lavender scent in it. All of it has a little bit of honey. So it's great for your hands. We're sanitizing so much at this time of the year. So with that. And then their top seller is Orange Blossom. So this is the Orange Blossom scent. This is on our website. And they also came out with a hand sanitizer. The hand sanitizer we've been asked for. It has aloe vera in it and witch hazel. And it actually feels pretty good on your hands. You don't feel like you're, yuck afterwards. So it's nice. Definitely good product. And let's see now. We have lots of jewelry and other jewelry out there. Angels, just want to call it our regular line, which are great for gifts. We've got Christmas trees, like the glass looking ones that have, bubbling up inside of them. Christmas carolers, definitely all kinds of things to kind of decorate. Now, I will admit I did pull back a little bit on my ordering this year because we order in January. Well, we order January, and come March, when they told us that we had to close, I panicked, kind of in a sense that going, oh my gosh, what are we going to do, right? Don't know how long you're going to be closed at that time. Didn't know a thing. So I called all of my suppliers and told them to hold, the orders, wait and see. And they said, okay, call us back. And then several weeks later, when it looked like we were going to be able to open, I called them and said, okay, this is what I want to do. So I forecasted to downgrade how much is coming by about 30%. So there's still a lot of stuff there.
Yeah.
There's a lot, but we downgraded by about 30% of the
Which
actual
makes sense if
seasonal.
you feel that your sales are gonna go down by that much, that you would order less.
Yeah. So we're doing it based on the amount of sales. Having said that, though, I have a feeling some people are going to get caught with, shipments. Remember whenever there was going to be a postal strike? That year we got busy because of that. Well, this year I think the post office is going to get overrun with the amount of packaging that they have to ship. So we might get panic buying towards Christmas.
And we've seen this at the beginning of the pandemic when people started ordering more online. There were delays like you wouldn't believe. It was like I do a lot of printing, right? And so the printing, my suppliers are in Toronto and some are in Ottawa, but I would ship from there, and I was like, my orders were caught in delays like you wouldn't believe. So it wouldn't surprise me that this would happen again.
Yeah.
Like,
I had an online order. They ordered from BC. Normally that will arrive in about 3 to 5 days max. Because it wasn't remote. It was just like Vancouver. And I think it was almost 2.5, 3 weeks. And
wow.
the guy kept sending me, where's my package? And I'm like, I know I sent it. And we were tracking it, and it was stuck in different postal stations.
Yeah.
And he was understanding, but it was just the fact that, it took a lot longer to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So definitely, I think it's going to be like that this year. With people ordering online and everything, you will see more people. I know myself, I won't order online because I need to come in. I need to touch it, feel it, smell it. I can't do the online anyway, so I never do.
And that's good. We have a lot of, I want to say, older people who don't feel comfortable putting their credit card in. So sometimes they'll search our website and then come in, say, I saw this and I saw this and I saw that. And that's great. That works. We also will continue to do curbside if anybody wants to, book something and call to have it picked up at the curb. We'll do that. That's not a problem. I do local deliveries, just definitely continue that.
That's very accommodating. So all right. Well, thank you so much for being with us today, Barb. And best of luck for the season. We're going to send people over to you. And
before we let her go, I just want to do a quick plug. I want to give Barb's address, 609 Pitt Street, Cornwall. It's pretty well beside Giant Tiger. And your phone number, 613-937-0222. Right, Barb?
That's correct.
And your website, mrsbsgifts.com. And you also and your Facebook, you've also got a Facebook as well. So
that's correct. And something people don't know, you don't have to have Facebook in order to see commercial or our Facebook page. As far as I've understood, a lot of people have told me they can see it and they don't have to join Facebook. So
that's good.
They might want to check that out.
Well, that's good to know.
Well, have yourself a great day, a great season,
guys.
And we'll check up on you later.
Thanks for having me.
All right.
Thanks. Barb.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, that's awesome. I can get lost in that store. Like, there's so much so much stuff, and I love her. She has like those signs, that you put on the walls.
Oh my
She has
God.
all sorts of witty, funny sayings that you can buy. I bought a few things for my mom there.
Well, remember last year, because
Oh,
last year, what we were doing a walkabout in all the stores, and we're not doing it this year because, again, because of COVID, it just seems safer to have people coming on Zoom with us, like on our show, and showing some items and stuff like that. Some may walk about the store and show what they have, but that was one of the options we changed this year, remember?
yeah,
But then when we did go into Mrs. B's, we spent a long time in front of those signs
yeah.
because there's a sign for everybody,
There is.
literally.
Maybe I'll find the video from last year and repost it on the Facebook page so people can just get a sense of what's in store.
Well, that's a really good idea. We
Yeah,
should do
yeah.
that.
So maybe I'll do that. Okay, so now we had her on the show a few weeks ago before all my turmoil happened. And I'll let you introduce Christine.
So I just pulled up her business cards. I want to make sure I introduce her properly. So Christine is one of our contributors, like one of our columnists. So you can read her column in the next issue, in the November issue coming out in the next few days, we're hoping. Christine Lavoie. She's a counselor and a consultant. She has a lot of positive information for us on how to deal with the COVID situation. And we'll let Christine come out and talk a little bit more about herself.
There we go. Good
Hi
morning.
there.
Oh my goodness, Christine. What is that?
Hi, Denise. Hi, Julia.
Hi.
Hi. So yes, I decided to put on my snowsuit this morning.
Oh my.
Not because I have no heat in my house. That's not what's going on. It's actually getting kind of warm in here now, but
Yeah.
yeah, just to sort of illustrate some of the ideas that I want to talk about today.
Okay.
You know what? I thought it was a really neat kind of witch's hat.
Which hat me
That's what I
too.
thought.
I thought it was
I
like
thought-
a cape or something.
Yeah, I thought
Oh, I get it. Yeah, no, Halloween's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought she's continuing. She's extending it that little bit, but no, it's cute. It is.
Actually, I'm 100% in favor of dressing up and taking on roles and having fun with being someone else for a day. Sometimes, if you feel like it, I'm 100% behind that.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that's a good idea.
For sure. Yes, this is definitely, well, it's just an idea that I had to have a little fun when I came on the show today, and to encourage people to keep on going outside. So one of the things that we see happening this time of year a lot of the time is it's starting to get cold.
Mm-hmm.
So people want to stay in and, stay cozy and curl up by the fire and have their hot chocolate, which is all great. It's fun. But it's also not really all that great for our mental health.
No.
To sequester ourselves inside.
Mhm.
For lots of reasons. We need that sunlight. We need that vitamin D. Seasonal affective disorder affects some people, but the actual disorder level of having it is relatively rare. But it is very common for people to sort of get into a little slump, this time of year. And of course, we turn the clocks back. We fell back, so it's going to be getting darker sooner now. And more than ever, it's really important to try and keep up. A lot of people have been resolving to spend more time outside and get exercise during COVID. It's been super important for a lot of people's mental health in coping with, the restrictions imposed by the pandemic.
Mhm. Well, I can say that so we've been going hiking with the kids for like every week, every Sunday, and yesterday we missed because it was raining. So we did not go out, and it does make a difference. I see the difference. Like I really missed my time outside. We work a lot, me and my Lee, so like oftentimes, I don't really have the time to go out and walk, or because there's school, there's like work, there's
Yeah.
like a ton of things happening during the week. But that few hours on a Sunday afternoon makes a whole lot of a difference in my mental state.
Well, it pretty
So
well, I'm sure it energizes you,
it does.
rejuvenates you, right?
It does.
Just being outside does that.
Yeah. Like I went even last week after, after my mom passed away. I kind of forced myself to go anyways because I knew how important it was.
Mhm.
And I'm so glad I did, because, I'm sure I would have gone like room this week.
Mhm.
Like this week was up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. But it would have been mostly down if I had not done that. So I try to get on the elliptical machine too, but it's kind of like, I don't like that machine. I don't know why. Like I can walk for a long time in nature, no problem. I get on that thing, 3 minutes, I'm done. Like,
Jeez.
Yeah, well, it could be it's boring.
yeah, it is boring.
Flying machine's boring. Yeah.
Yeah.
If
Well-
you can park it like in front of a window or something that at least gives
Yeah.
you something interesting to look at, or even some people do it in front of the TV.
Yeah.
That can be helpful sometimes too, or to listen to music on your, device, or even books, like, or anything that you can find to make it more interesting. But yeah,
Mhm.
generally speaking, a lot of people are bored by being on machines. So
Yeah.
we sort of have to like dig deep in our closets. And, you mentioned, Julie, about it raining last weekend. For sure. A lot of us, as soon as the weather starts to be a little bit iffy or not ideal, we don't want to go out, right? We really have to, but sometimes it really pays off to push ourselves and maybe make sure that we have some, some
Gear.
clothing that really is going to serve us for the weather. And, it's not necessary to look like 100% fashionable, or of course we want to look our best at all times, but keeping in mind that this is really about our mental health.
Yeah.
That's what it's really about.
So what you're saying is invest in rain boots and a raincoat.
all the stuff anything that you need that's going to keep you comfortable. So when it comes to rain, you want dry feet. So a pair of rubber boots. And, again, this doesn't have to cost millions. Like you can go there. There's plenty now on, we have these wonderful things like on Facebook. We have Marketplace. We have bartering websites and so on. So there's ways to obtain the equipment we need. And it is equipment. It's an investment, as I said, in your mental health.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So rain gear, definitely, an umbrella, something to keep your feet warm, a jacket to keep you warm, your cozy sweater underneath, that it can really make a difference. Even 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Push yourself. Let's go. Like anything that you need to do, maybe get a couple of friends involved too. Walk your dog. If you don't have a dog, walk your neighbor's dog. Anything that is going to like motivate you to get out there. So, thinking about, winter coming on. Now we have a gorgeous weekend coming this upcoming weekend. I was looking at the weather today. I was like, wow, that's spectacular. So that'll motivate us. But looking ahead to sort of winter coming on, we might want to start to think about what are our favorite outdoor activities. And if we don't really have any favorite outdoor activities in the winter, to really think about letting your inner child out and maybe developing some, or maybe getting back to something you haven't done for a very long time. Like, so for example,
skating. It's funny.
Wear a helmet if you're over 50, like me, or even if you're not over 50. But it's an idea. There's also, and if you're not feeling like that adventurous, like skating, like, oh my gosh, it's a super balancing trick. Here you go. I'm going to give you now you can see my bed head. See what I said? What I meant about fashion? It's my hood head. If you're not, and then these babies are fantastic, right? And you can easily get your hands on a secondhand pair. They have everything's available, and they're wonderful for going out walking. And it's such a family activity. as well. You don't really need any great special skill. You just need to be able to walk one foot in front of the other. They're also handy to have if you have, places in your yard, like you want to go, like you've got a compost bin at the back of your yard, and just put on your snowshoes and you tramp down the snow, and it gives you a little pathway between you and the garage or whatever. They can be really handy for that. So that's another idea. And there's lots.
Well, actually, speaking about snow, you know what my favorite thing is? When there's fresh snow, you put on your snow boots and you go for an evening walk and it's quiet. I'm really looking forward to that. Sorry, I'm pushing the snow thing, but I just love that. And that's really good for the mental health.
Oh, absolutely. And one of the things I love best about Cornwall is the Christmas lights. I remember that going back years, having grown up in Montreal and on the West Island. Of course, people had Christmas lights, but I was always impressed by the show that people put on in Cornwall.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. So worthwhile to get out and just, take your kids or your partner or whatever and just go for a stroll around and have a look at the lights.
Yeah. Speaking of Montreal, it's funny that you're talking about winter activities, because I was reading an article yesterday who said that all the stores in Montreal are actually running out of equipment because they are all flocking to go and buy stuff to do stuff in the winter because of COVID this year.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
Very, very important to get ready for it and to think about, giving them as holiday gifts too.
That would make like a pair of snowshoes would make a really good gift.
Oh yes.
I was just thinking, wow, that would be a good gift to give my kids and keep on going on our hikes in the wintertime.
Going on your hikes, and the list of places and activities that was in the Seeker last month, I think was fabulous. And the different places that we can go in the township. I know that the Peanut Line spans the entire township of South Glengarry, and it's wonderful, wonderful place to go and snowshoe. In the winter time, and often you may not even need snowshoes because snowmobiles do go by. And pack it down, but it's a lovely, absolutely lovely way to spend a winter afternoon if you can sneak in that 1 hour of daylight.
Which is so important.
It is.
I shoot for that every single year. In fact, year round, that's my bare minimum is an hour a day. My dog certainly appreciates it. And we go out, and in the summertime, I have my favorite summer activities, but definitely in the winter too. And I've been a big advocate of that my whole life. I mean, being Canadian, but anybody who comes to Canada and lives in Canada wants to somehow get through a Canadian winter. You need to sort of embrace it a little bit,
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I know a lot of our seniors are probably going like, whoa, because they can't go away this year. And that's for them, even 10 minutes a day. Even it's worth just getting yourself all wrapped up and scarved up and fur-lined bootlaces and all your stuff just to go out there and get a breath of fresh air. Because, of course, it's the indoor air that's often not circulated enough in the winter that carries a lot of viruses and bacteria.
Yeah. So open your windows even though it's cold as well, just to change the air and turn your fans on.
If you don't have like an air exchanger or something like that, one of the wonderful things about the new homes is that they're very tightly insulated, but it can also be kind of a drawback in the wintertime.
Right.
All that indoor air stays in place.
Right.
Exactly.
All right. So the lesson today, people, is get out there. Go get some vitamin D.
Absolutely. I'm getting warm in here.
No kidding.
And it makes me need to borrow a dog or something to force myself
borrow your neighbor's dog.
Yeah, borrow the dog. My neighbor has a cat, so that's not going to work. But but yeah, that's the one thing with me. I have good intentions. I want to do it, but I need to start making an appointment with myself to go out and do it.
I love that idea, my niece. It's definitely true. Like,
make an appointment.
Having an appointment, a mental health appointment or a health appointment with a practitioner. But this is really worth the investment.
Yeah,
And-
you have to make an appointment in your daytime that this is when I'm walking, just like Julia with her Sunday hikes. I think that's wonderful.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it's wonderful for your children. I mean, what a
Yeah.
great lesson for them, you know? What
Yeah.
a great, you know, habit to cultivate and hand down to them.
Absolutely. And I hope they keep it up, you know, like a lifetime keep up.
Yeah.
It's
Well, that's the
important.
best way to do it, is to start young.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Build these habits in your kids. I know so many parents are like, oh, my kid, you know, my kids won't go outside. They don't play outside. And I say to them, do you go outside?
Yeah. Yeah. It's the
You
lead by
know?
example.
Yeah,
Right.
it really is. I mean, you know, it's, yeah, not as I do, not as I say, but as I do.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Right? That's the loudest.
Well, thank you, Christine, for being with us today. We're hoping to see you again soon. I don't know if we have a schedule yet, but we'll try to put it online as to when you're going to be on the show so people can look for you.
Yeah, that's wonderful. I'm so glad that to be here today and to be able to say what I said.
Yeah, well, we're looking at having you on once a month, because you've got so many great ideas throughout the year, and you've got a great column too. So look
Yeah,
out
so
for her.
Yeah,
the column is going to be out this week, so look for it in The Seeker, either online or in a hard copy when they come out. The hard copies are available at, where are they, my lease again? I can't remember now.
Well, we've got them at both Food Basics right now. We've got them at Sharon's Pantry. It's really hard because
Mrs. Beans, I think.
Mrs. Bees is going to have them, and Harvest is going to have them. We're trying to distribute them around Cornwall, and we're also going to have them in a special box at the Seeker office.
Right.
And we're looking at 2 more locations for the boxes. We're trying to do no contact, so you don't have to go into stores looking for them. We're trying to make it safe for people to pick them up.
Right. And you can always subscribe as well. That helps us. That helps you. You're ensured to have your copy. And so, yeah.
And you don't have to go out looking for it. So,
Yep. All right. Well, thank you, Christine. We'll see you again very soon.
I hope so.
All right. Bye-bye. Have a great day.
You too.
bye. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Oh, great tips.
Yeah, the walking is awesome. I'm really bad though, because I do have to write something in my day timer. I make myself an appointment with myself, because I have good intentions, but I get engrossed in doing what I'm doing and I don't go out. It's kind of crazy.
We have a good question here. Ladies, I need to know something. Is it too early to put up my Christmas tree? Okay, here's my take on this. In normal times, I would say yes. And my lease is, she was just saying before that she will not do it before November 11th. However, I was arguing that I think this year is a very different year. And I don't think the veterans would hold it against you if you did put up your Christmas tree. I am going to put up my Christmas tree in the next few days because I need the cheering up.
Yeah, well, I'm just like saying, I tried. I was gonna put mine up yesterday, but I just can't. I've started putting up stuff slowly, snowman stuff, and then I incorporate my Christmas, my Santas and stuff December 1st, but my tree will go up definitely on the 12th of November. One of my trees. This year I want to put up 2 trees.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, my 2020 has been horrible, and so I'm allowing myself to put up my Christmas tree earlier.
and this was really weird from me, who's always promoting Christmas and cheering, come on, hurry up, and Julia saying no, don't bring it on that soon. So now we've kind of switched roles. She's bringing it on faster than me this year, but that's all good.
Yeah,
it's all good.
Awesome. So announcements for this week. Do we have any announcements?
I was trying to find out what's going on.
Well, I know that
Like
the
this
Optimist Club had a very, very successful trunk or treat Halloween thing. I went by on Saturday because I took my kids to their brother's because he had decorated the house and everything. So I took them there before anything was started. And then I drove by. It was about 5 o'clock, I would say. I drove by the park to see what was going on. Well, I was on Montreal Road, and
Mhm.
then I went all the way up Brookdale, all the way up to Second,
Oh
Third,
my goodness.
Fourth. The lineup of cars was all the way to Fourth Street, I believe.
Wow.
It was
Wow.
They had a long lineup, and it was very successful, and the kids loved it. It was a different way of doing things, but you know what? We're adapting, which is awesome.
Mhm.
Um, it gave a Halloween to a whole bunch of kids who maybe would not have had a Halloween otherwise. So,
Yeah, no, that was a really good idea. It
yeah. And
did
I
really
believe
go down.
not I believe, I know that the Christmas parade is
Mhm.
going to be
A
taking a
drive-through.
similar approach, and we will be talking to Terry Muir next week about it.
Yeah, that's really good. But there
Because
was
that's
still,
coming
I don't
fast.
know, there was still a few people on the street doing door to door, and people were coming up with interesting ways of doing that too. I know a few houses down, they were dressed up and they had their pail outside the house so people didn't have to go up to houses and
Hmm.
open doors. And my daughter was telling me out in Calgary they were using drain pipes to slide the candies out to the kids, you know.
Oh,
So people were using different ideas. They didn't really go out much. They did a at-home dance party and dress up party, much like you did, Julia. But
yeah.
what I thought was really cute, they did go door to door in the house, in the bedrooms. So like my son was in one bedroom handing out candy, Zach was in the other bedroom handing out candy. So they kind of did that right in their house as well. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's cute.
yeah, that was kind of a cute idea. So people were pivoting and doing different things, making
Yeah,
Halloween work this year.
yeah, yeah. And that's what it is. That's all we can do is adapt and overcome and just do things differently.
Keep on keeping on, but it's weird
Absolutely.
how COVID has changed things, and like you say, brought people together to and community together. So it's
Mm,
awesome. Actually, it's sad in one way, but it's a very positive thing.
yep. All right. Well, on that note, that is it for us. We will see you again next week at 10 a.m. on Monday for your Monday morning motivation.
Yep,
And well, we hope you have a great week.
and a super duper day.
All right. See you next week.
Bye.